Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them? Talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Now Edwards on 1st and 10. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Edwards. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wheeler. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Well, after that pickup of the first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. To give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Edwards. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Edwards. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal,
That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edwards being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Edwards to throw on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Edwards. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Porter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles, and now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And this guy's thirst for victory, absolutely unquenchable. Every year we think, okay, that's enough. He's going to go ahead and retire and move on and give someone else a chance. But no, he keeps winning, and you keep playing, and you keep adding to your Super Bowl titles. Go ahead, give someone else a shot. Teach them how to play the game a little bit better so maybe they can win a Super Bowl too.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down now, it's Porter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Porter. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Saints have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge is, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Edwards. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Edwards. His throw incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They run the counter. Porter stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. On third down, Winslow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, it's Porter, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing is Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now a carry here for their fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Jackson. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Edwards now on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 27, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. So first and 10 now from the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Edwards on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Saints, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. And they can do exactly that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barker. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Edwards. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's long. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Edwards. And this is going to be incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll run on first down. Porter. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now Edwards to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Edwards throwing on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Porter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Saints are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edwards in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Porter. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Edwards steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Edwards. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Edwards. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wheeler. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
They'll try it here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Edwards. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edwards. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Edwards now looking to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Edwards. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw is Edwards on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the run, this is Jackson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Edwards to throw on 2nd down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.